Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Welcome into the channel. This is Lunar Goddess Tarot, and I'm back with another video, guys. This has been sort of a sporadic month with my production here on the channel, and it's because the energies have been significantly heavy and quite challenging to really move through. So I've been resting a lot. And I'm sure many of you are feeling those energies as well. If you feel the physical sensations and it feels pretty dense. I kind of described it the other day, like your head feels like a slushy, your brain feels like a mush. So some brain fog, and then your body sort of feels like lead. So the simplest tasks can be very challenging at this time. So what I wanted to do was just hop on here before I start my day and really look into, I just want to get some messages from the counterparts because things are quiet. Things are definitely quiet on the home front. Things are quiet in these divine counterpart connections. Now, if you're tuning in and you're a light worker or a starseed, please have a look around my channel. And wanted to make a quick announcement that I am offering, it's a reading and a coaching healing session all at the same time. And you can reach out to me via email. I'll leave that below in the description box if you'd like a reading and healing session, and I'll be doing those when I get back from vacation. Limited number of clients I'm taking per month for that. And then also, if you're interested in working with Holly and myself, Holly's a Reiki master. She is a twin flame healer, and she's working with myself and our group, our coaching group here that we have. And she's incredible, and we have teamed up and are working together to provide healing sessions, 2-on-1 healing sessions. So if you're interested in either of those, you can reach out to me. And if you just want to go ahead and book the healing sessions with Holly and myself, they're already up on the website. I have to open up the readings, which I haven't done yet, so I may or may not get a chance to do that before I leave. And if not, you can reach out to me via email and we'll get you booked in. So I'm going to go ahead and get started here, guys. Now, what I want to do is I want to really point out that the answers and the clarity that you seek when we are in times like this, where there's a separation of some sort, whether it's a physical separation or it's just kind of an, like it feels like an emotional separation with your counterpart, I want to make it clear that the answers lie within you. So my guides have been guiding me to be a little quieter this month, not just so that I can take care of myself, but also so that I can encourage everyone to really look within themselves for the answers that they are seeking. Okay, so just wanted to point that out because we can easily get very addicted to the external world for answers and clarification and validation, especially when we're on this journey, right? It's very, very easy to do that. So we're going to go ahead, and I just want to take a moment of silence. I'm going to call in my guides, my light team, and my higher self. So we're going to go ahead and get started, and called in some of the archangels as well for backup and reinforcement because, as I said, things have been challenging and a lot of people are really seeking answers and clarity at this time. And it may not be forthcoming, especially from your physical counterpart. So you're being asked to go within to receive those answers. So let's begin by checking in and seeing which okay, see what you did there. Which goddess is moving with the feminines? And we have Athena. She is a goddess I'm very familiar with. So Athena comes up here, and Athena is the goddess of wisdom, of the arts, of culture, and she's extremely intelligent and wise. It says Athena is presented by the Greeks as the virgin goddess of war and wisdom, a symbol of courage and friendship. She often counsels warriors to gentleness. She is especially honored as a goddess of agriculture, the creator of the olive tree, the flute, the ship, goldsmithing, and shoemaking, and the goddess who introduced the yoke for the oxen and bridle for the horse. She is a patron of all useful and elegant arts. In Greek mythology, Athena is said to have breathed soul into the men created by Prometheus and to have helped Prometheus steal fire from the heavens to give to men. Athena is a wonderful affirmation that there are no limits to what a woman can do with her intellect and creative ability. So we have the fire breathing goddess that is coming in here to assist the feminine. So if you've been feeling a little deflated, not to worry, Scorpio season is literally right around the corner, and we'll step into it in 2 days here, 1 day, 2 days, depending on how you look at the astrological chart. And so yes, Scorpio is a water sign, but it is the fire sign of the water signs. It's also representing the death and rebirth process and the phoenix rising. And here we have this serpent energy. What's interesting is I see the serpent, but I don't see them mentioning the serpent energy. And I'm not familiar with the serpent energy with Athena, except that the serpent energy, you know, could represent Kundalini, and the twins could also represent just the energy of wisdom. So I might look a little deeper into that myself. It's interesting that the snake is on her head there and actually connected to her third eye. So yeah, she has, you know, look at her eyes too. They're almost white. She has vision, she has power, she has fire within her. And she's definitely connected to the divine masculine energy. She's not afraid. She's connected to the cycles of the moon here, as you see. But yeah, she's a wild thing. And she's not afraid to speak her mind and to say what needs to be said. So I'm actually going to look up. They want me to look up and see which goddess is hanging out with the masculines at this time, because there is a feminine energy that is coming in for the masculines quite strongly. If you guys want more insight into what's happening, I will be posting a Patreon post sometime this weekend here, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, sometime this weekend before I leave. Oh, interesting. There's a lot of fun. I'm so hot, guys, doing this reading. I mean, I started burning up. I just showered and I was all cool. And then all of a sudden I start doing this reading and it's like I'm burning up. There's a lot of energy being moved around right now. So how fascinating that we have Athena here. Now, as a reminder, Athena is said to have breathed soul into the men created by Prometheus and to have helped Prometheus steal fire from the heavens to give to men. And then we have Pele here. She's a Hawaiian goddess and she's coming in to assist the masculine energy. Now, you can use this to connect to the masculine energy inside of yourself or outside of yourself. She's a fiery Hawaiian volcano goddess. So fire is definitely a theme right now for the masculines and the feminines. The daughter of the earth goddess Haima, Pele came to Hawaii on a boat, killed in a fight with her sister, the ocean. She took refuge in the glowing cauldron of Mount, I don't know how to pronounce that, Kilauea, where she receives the souls of the dead and regenerates them with fire. This is the Scorpio energy and the phoenix rising and the death and rebirth energy that I've been talking about for weeks now. In tempestuous relationship with Kamapua's, the ferocious pig god. She is portrayed as a jealous goddess, her rage manifesting as volcanic eruptions. So the masculines are jealous. The masculines do not want anybody else with their divine feminine, so they're becoming very jealous because they're feeling the soulmate energy, they're feeling other people's energy, and they're feeling the freedom and independence that the divine feminine is carrying at this time. Revered by Hawaiians even today, she carries the force of the volcano with its molten lava flow. So they're also dealing with rage, they're dealing with their temper, they're dealing with anger that they've stored inside of themselves. And this isn't just in applying to the twin flame connection, this is in general in their lives. So she carries the force of the volcano with its molten lava flow, which even in destruction creates new land. So there's destruction and creation happening here for the masculines. Pele stands for the molten, fierce aspect of life that is unable to do anything halfway. She reminds us that even in the midst of fiery eruption, there is creation and new life. So there is destruction happening right now, guys. Again, this is Athena, this is Pele. You can see the resemblance in the eyes. Very, very fierce energies here coming in for the counterparts, and I am literally like burning up on fire over here. So the masculines definitely want to say that they're moving through some rage right now. So if you're moving through some rage, that could be, yes, collective energy, but it could definitely be your divine masculine. Most definitely could be your masculine, okay? So I'm going to get some messages first from the feminine. You know, masculines, if you're watching this, or feminines, apply this to your inner masculine, this is sacred rage that you're moving through. So I want to just make that clear, that this is sacred rage, that it does need to definitely be acknowledged. It wants to be acknowledged, and you need to be able to move through this so that it's not overpowering you, okay? Because it can and will overpower you, and that can have devastating consequences, as you know. You want to make sure you're destroying the parts of yourself that were never really true or authentic, but you're keeping the parts of yourself that are authentic and real so that you can move forward with them on your path, okay? So I'm going to get 3 messages from the feminine, 3 messages from the masculine to start. Wow. Okay, 4 came out from the masculines, that's fine. We've been getting more messages from the masculines than the feminine energy. And anyway, because they're very quiet right now, so they need to have a way to communicate, and they're doing it through my readings. Okay, so the feminine comes in and says, I don't like the way we left things. There were so many things unsaid, so many things misconstrued. Our ending caused me a lot of pain because it didn't even feel like an ending, just pain. So yeah, feminines have been expressing there's a lot of pain that they've been carrying this month, and I think that's why there's so much fire energy here, because we need to destroy the past. We need to make sure that we create a foundation that does not carry the past energy, the past blueprint with us forward. We have to destroy what was so we can create what will be within these connections, and we have to forgive, and we have to move through this anger. I feel like you weren't willing to make me or us a priority. I will not beg for your love and attention. I know I deserve the best. So feminine really stepping into your power. They're saying, I'm not going to beg. I'm not going to compete with somebody else or something else, whatever karmic energy or third-party energy was in the mix. And she's really upset by the way things were left, masculine. You know, she's like, it was just painful. Like, it wasn't even closure. It was just pain. It's not like I wanted to end things. I had no choice because I wasn't a priority. I want intimacy. Feminines are really craving that sexual and sensual and intimacy right now. There's a lot of sacral chakra work that's been done. So you may be feeling very sexual. You may be feeling like you just want to get it on right now. There's a lot of maybe self-love, self-pleasure happening here if you're in separation from your counterpart, which most people are at this time. She says, I feel you are emotionally distant from me. You seem avoidant of true intimacy, and it hurts. So I need to step away for now. Yeah, she's allowing you, masculine, to heal that avoidant attachment style, to get to the root of that. And for some masculines, it's abuse, sexual abuse, mental abuse, emotional abuse, physical abuse, or all of the above. So the masculine, what does the masculine have to say yet to the feminine? Can we start over? I'm willing to give you more stability, but I need to know I am free. I have commitment issues. Is it safe to be vulnerable with you? So this triggers the feminine. This triggers the feminine. She's like, why do you need to know that you're free? You know, like, you've had all this time to be free. You know, I've given you space. I've given you time. Why do you need more space and time? And she really has a hard time understanding that, this emotional distance. So the feminine needs to know she can trust the masculine, and the masculine saying, I need to know that I'm not tied down. Because he's been tied down in the past, but to him, commitment means something different than it does to the feminine, because he wasn't necessarily loyal to partners in the past because they weren't you, divine feminine, and they weren't allowing him to be his authentic self. So the masculine has definitely struggled with fidelity, struggled with lust, struggled with, you know, the true meaning of intimacy, that it's not just sex, that it flows over into so many other areas of one's life. So he's definitely struggled with this historically, and he's like, I'm willing to give you stability, but I need to know I'm free. So there's still, you know, a wound there is what I hear in that, a wound of, I feel like I'm going to be trapped. So he needs to heal how he thinks relationship should be, or what a relationship is, or even a marriage or commitment, because I still definitely hear and feel commitment issues in that energy that I don't like. I want you, I crave you. I long to feel you again, but I'm not going to tell you that. I want to show you, because he knows words are cheap. He knows that he said things before and then reneged on on them, and he knows he can't do that to the feminine again because she's just not going to tolerate it. So he's like, look, I do want to make this work, but I want to show you, but you have to give me the opportunity to show you. And the feminine's like, well, why should I give you the opportunity when all you've done is disappoint me, put me last, not made me a priority. So you guys are kind of at odds, kind of at this particular moment in time as you're watching this. I will contact you soon. I will. That is my intention. I can feel you giving up. Expect the unexpected. Can we start over? So he has the intention to contact. He has the intention to initiate contact. He knows that the feminine is done. He knows that she's done. She's done not being a priority. She's done with the emotional distance. She's done with the lack of commitment and fidelity issues. And he says, expect the unexpected from me. So this is kind of a wait and see game, feminine, of what will he bring to the table. In the space that's been done, the healing that's been done in the quietness. Now these are just going to be messages from the masculine. I'm working on myself. Okay. There's a lot of karma clearing happening at this moment too. This month, this whole entire month. I'm working on myself. I think about you every night. Yeah, they think about the feminine a lot at night because they keep pretty busy during the day, or so they tell themselves. But it's really nighttime where they're really caught up in thoughts of you. I have not forgotten you. I haven't forgotten you. I think about you every night. But I am working on myself, and I am going to call you soon. That's my intention. I intend to contact you, to initiate that contact, because I can feel you giving up. Expect the unexpected from me. Yeah, I'm worried about you moving on. I can feel you giving up. He's worried. This has been coming up a lot recently, guys, as the masculine is worried the feminine's going to move on without him. And if that happens, he doesn't know where he will stand in her world and in her life and in her heart. And, he's worried about that. He's like, I'm taking too long. I know this. Got to get my shit together. I've got to get my act together. Get my affairs in order. Because he has this idea, guys. The masculine has this notion that he has to come perfect or come in with everything in order. And the feminine's like, I don't need everything to be perfect. Just come in and bring yourself and bring your loyalty and commitment and give me time and energy. I don't need you to come in with everything perfect in your life. I'm not looking for that. So that's something he has to overcome and heal, because it's not something the feminine has ever asked of him. I know I have mother issues. I think this came up a few days ago in the reading that I did. I know I have mother issues. On the bottom of the deck, I know I have father issues. Wow. Yeah, so the mother issue is at the front and center. Because the father issue card was at the bottom of the deck, that's kind of more of a hidden energy that he may not consciously realize. So he's doing a lot of inner child work, a lot of work surrounding his upbringing, his childhood, how he was treated, what happened, and if there was some abuse, did he blame his parents? And if so, what did that look like for him? And can he heal that, especially if his parents have already passed on? Can he work through that? I feel heartbroken. He's like, I'm moving through all this and I don't have you anymore. I feel like I don't have you. Like, I know you're in my corner, but you're not physically here anymore. You've walked away. You've set these boundaries. And I don't blame you for setting those boundaries, but it makes me feel really lonely and alone. It doesn't matter who he's surrounded by, feminine. The only person he really trusts is you. Doesn't matter who else is around. I have control issues. Yeah, trying to control the situation, and I want you to chase me. Those two things go hand in hand. I have control issues and I want and expect you to chase me. And the feminine's like, I'm done with that. I'm not chasing you anymore. I'm not chasing you anymore because that's exhausting for me. It's not healthy for me, and it doesn't get us anywhere. Doesn't get us anywhere. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm actually going to stop here, and this is just a quick check-in, quick few messages from the counterparts. a check-in with the goddess energy here. I'm going to stop and I will bring you guys another reading later today, hopefully a longer reading if I can, or at least just a second reading where I think I'm going to bring in some more oracle cards or tarot cards. But I wanted to just check in with some messages to give you guys a little bit of clarity and peace of mind. So please do like the video, subscribe to the channel. And again, if you're interested in reaching out for those private sessions, please reach out either via website, you can book there, or just reach out via email. I will be responding to those emails through Monday, and then I will be out of town. And then I will not be responding while I'm out of town. So if you don't hear from me then, just know that I'll have probably a lot of emails to respond to when I get back, but I will respond when I get back from vacation. So have a wonderful, wonderful day, guys, and I will be back with another video very soon.